The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, February 5th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. You get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Earn up to $750 per month on your sports gambling transactions. Go to edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is John Sally, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, February 5th. Yes. YouTube.com/the college experience. Get on over there, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Dant, Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
He's the kind of guy that would drink a gallon of gasoline so he could piss in your campfire. You could drop this guy off at the Arctic Circle wearing a pair of bikini underwear without his toothbrush, and tomorrow afternoon he's going to show up at your poolside with $1 million smile and a fistful of pesos.
You can drop me off by the Arctic Circle, and I'm just going to global warming is going to take real effect because your boy Pick Dundee is on one. I've had, three winning days in a row. Doing really good. It's that time of year. We're in February. You had that. I had a losing day Sunday, but you had that to the slate on Saturday. Good God. It's a free show. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Ride and Rush show. Also check out the College Basketball Experience pregame show every single day. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Winning night. I enjoyed it. And gambling aside, just a fun night in hoops. Games were great tonight. Cheers, everybody. Let's have another one.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
You are not kidding. The games were fire today. We just argued for 10 minutes before the episode about I love this slate coming up. Very excited about that. But if
you guys want to be entertained more, the chat's on fire right now.
Oh yeah,
no.
Zach comes in and says, "Fuck you all, lucky bastards! Fucking rigged fluke game." Mac wins one bet the whole night and starts running his mouth. He goes. So then Helms
head
22
on like
says,
5 games and went 4-1.
Helms 22 says, "Bro, every pick you've given out in the chat has lost. Pipe down." He goes, "Leave me alone."
That's the best.
Post your record, Mac.
Noah, do you want to pull up the picks page? This is the weekly plug of the picks page for everybody.
We're not hiding from anybody.
The comments are just ridiculous. I mean, had someone say like, don't be talking like this about black people like this in Chicago. And I'm like, what? What, Sammy Sosa? Are we talking about Sammy Sosa white facing himself? Like, I don't even understand it. We love black people, right? And Sammy Sosa is a fucking weirdo, and he dyed his face. I don't think there's any need to, exaggerate that story because it's one of the more exaggerated stories naturally. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't believe that I had to defend it. I was like, what are we talking about? We didn't say anything ridiculous. We love everybody here. We want to have fun. And if you can't laugh at fucking Sammy Sosa and what he did to his face, that's on you. That's on fucking you. Love these comments though. They're coming from all fucking angles. But I will say, what's up?
One rule. We have to establish one rule here. If you're going to bust people's balls and give it out, you better not be a fucking cowardly bitch when it comes right back to you and block people and fucking hide and shit like that. Hey, man, if you're going to give it out, you got to be able to take it, man. You got to be a man. You got to be a man. You got to be 40. Go, Gundy.
I just couldn't believe that we were coming. I was evaluating the podcast last night. I was like, what the fuck is this comment talking about? I need to not pay attention to the comments because I'm just like,
his comments were off the charts. There were 76? That was kind of crazy. I didn't read a single one.
Algorithm.
But I mean, and shout out to Avetta who sent me a great story on the Sammy Sosa. Wearing, he actually put some type of lotion, I think it is, on his face. Maybe we can share that later on, but, this is what he says. He admitted his appearance shift is the result of a skin bleaching cream. This is quoting him. It's a bleaching
Michael
cream
Burke says I'm black, and that shit was funny as hell.
Dude, we love everybody. To me, if you can't laugh at that, what the fuck is wrong with us? As human beings, why can you not laugh at something so ridiculous like that? And we also made fun of fucking Madonna. So please, I mean, you just got to ignore the fucking comments, but it's hard for me when you see something like that, calling you that. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about here? It's Sammy. I didn't know Sammy Sosa. I know he played for the Cubs. I didn't know he had that many fucking diehard fans out there in Chicago. But anyway, buddy, to open up the night, I have a lot of regret, and it's not from my Sammy Sosa talk. It is from not betting Arkansas Pine Bluff. Because they won 69-68 outright against Texas Southern. I picked this fucking game, but damn it. And our boy, Dr. Bradley, kicked ass. He almost had a triple-double, 13 points, 16 boards, 7 assists. Woo! Your thoughts on Pine Bluff winning outright against Texas Southern?
Unbelievable. I saw Hoops Peterson tweet about it. And I was waiting for the Pine Bluff people to fucking tweet their final score because I was going to quote it and give them their props. They didn't post the final score for like an hour after the game ended. I mean, they were in shock that they won. Shout out to Dr. Bradley.
Dude, he is the best player in this fucking conference. He also had 2 steals and 2 blocks. Holy shit. Dr. Bradley is a fucking baller, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm very disappointed because I almost pulled the trigger on this, man. And believe it or not, I shit you not, I almost pulled the trigger on the money line. I didn't. I know I can't claim that I can't talk shit, but I had it like, you know how you build the bet and you have them just sitting there and you're like, I go through and I pick 15 games or 20 games and I'm like, let me do this. I had that shit loaded. I just didn't pull the trigger on it. And I feel very angry at that. But Kent State, you bet Kent State. I did not bet this one, but 70-49, Kent State gets it done.
Very sweat-free one.
It was a good spot for him. I thought about it. So, and then we had a battle.
Fun game.
I love this game. I like defense. So, I mean, yes, the free throw shooting was fucking horrible. And the 3-point shooting, they were combined 11 of 41 from 3. From the free throw line, they were combined 29 of 48 or 49, actually 49. But lock battle win for Dundee, a slick Rick Pitino. I thought they were the better team, but I just thought I actually thought for a second they were going to lose this because they kept keeping Marquette in the game by not making their free throw. Yeah, and I'm just like, why is this a 4-point game with like fucking 2 minutes left? And like, seems like Marquette has a little bit of momentum. But we got it, or I got it done. And first place, Slick Rick, Bieniek. Where you at now? Huh? You still think that he's not going to get it done?
They looked pretty damn good at that. I didn't watch the game. I saw some highlights on Twitter.
The defense looked amazing. Whatever. The defense looked amazing.
Yeah. I saw that one that Jim Root tweeted out. That was pretty damn exciting to watch. The other defense first program has lost 2 games in a row, and that was another one that I circled. Hey, the schedule might be getting tougher here. So yeah, we'll talk about that one in a little bit. But I'm eating crow with St. John's. We'll see about the dark
Friday
green
night.
Team that'll come
Friday
later.
night at UConn. Friday night at UConn. Circle that fucking game.
I love this team, even though I bet against them tonight because I didn't think they were going to make a shot, and they didn't make a shot, and they still fucking won. I love this. It was a great spot for Marquette off the loss, and St. John just muscled that one out of it. I mean, they kicked their ass on the glass. They dominated down the stretch, got every stop, and maybe I just didn't account for the Garden enough either. That place was fucking rocking.
It's like Rick, man.
Yeah, and then his quote after the game.
It wasn't rocking like that when they had Mullen. I'll tell you that. Yeah,
it's been a long since Lou. It's been since Lou that place has rocked like that.
Maybe Jarvis when he had Bootsy Thornton and LeVar Postel and Ron Artest. Like that team was pretty good. But yeah, I would say.
You see his quote after the game?
No, I didn't. What happened?
They asked him, they go, Fanta and Rafferty go, what do you think about this team? He goes, I absolutely love their effort. They're phenomenal coach because they give everything they have. And then he goes, but when they shoot free throws or a perimeter jump shot, I want to kill myself. It just starts dying laughing. And I'm like, oh, Rick Pitino's so back. Yeah, he's National Coach of the Year candidate with this job he's doing. Unreal.
I can't wait for Friday, man. I cannot wait for Friday.
They're going to play 3 times in like 5 weeks, probably. Those two.
Yeah.
This thing's going to amp up here, this rivalry. Let's go, Johnnies.
We double locked Ball State plus 14 or 13.5. They lose by 8. This was a close game, pretty far into the night here against the Akron Zips. I mean, this was maybe our best play, just because this was like a 2-point game. The majority of this game. Yeah. And then I flew solo on this one. Bowling Green minus 6.5. They win by 7 against Northern Illinois. And then a double lock on the Ole Miss Rebels as they drill Kentucky 98-84. You might have heard me on the grid, Beeson. I think they asked me top play. I think I might have said that.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about this. This was a good handicap because Ole Miss had lost, 4 of 5. I don't think there's any shame in this loss if you're a Kentucky fan, but I mean, maybe it just sets the tone for you.
I shamed the effort. I thought I mean, like you said, the spot was great for Ole Miss, but they couldn't stop a fucking 5th grade team tonight. To give up almost 100 to Ole Miss, and they got punched in the mouth. They let the Arkansas loss become 2 losses. I know you're banged up, but I keep saying Kirk Creasy ain't gonna solve your defensive issues. So they got to figure out something defensively. I know Lamont Butler is pretty good defensively, but they're pretty soft, Kentucky. If they don't make a bunch of threes, they can't win.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to J-Mac. He goes, you guys pick 75% of these games right. Absolutely shit-faced. Yeah, we do. We're all over that play. Bieniek, paging Dr. Bieniek. He did win a lock battle against us as Dayton only won by 6. We were giving away 9.5.
Fuck Davidson. They wouldn't foul at the end, those pricks.
I know. Dayton is just so bad at 6 for 26 from 3 at home. That's fucking terrible. Being a good call with your Davidson Wildcats. Nice win for you there. Purdue drilled Iowa. I stayed away from this one, thank God, because I would have definitely taken Iowa in the points. Did you bet this? I can't remember.
Which game did you say?
Purdue and Iowa.
Yeah, I bet Iowa. They fuck Iowa, man. They covered the entire game and then they sold at the end. How long was Purdue covering? Like a minute?
Yeah, I mean, I know Braden Smith went off, but yeah, you're right. I mean, he's
a fucking dog. Rob was at the game, so he could tell it better. Every time I looked up, it was a 4 or 5 point game, and they just completely choked at the end of the game. Yeah, disappointing. Iowa sucks.
Yeah, that's a job that's going to be open too.
Iowa, yeah, DeVries.
I think it's going to be open. Minnesota, Bieniek coming in here. Dawson Garcia, 19 points, 14 boards, winning a battle against Mac here, 69-61. Your thoughts, Mac, on the Gophers who are suddenly playing good ball down the stretch here?
Yeah, they dropped the Washington game. Then they go out on the road, Foxhole spot. What's wrong with Penn State?
Yeah, they're fading. Fading.
They're 1-5 without Puff Johnson. So, yeah.
But you can't win one game without him?
They won one. They can't win two, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, maybe I underrated the injury. I thought almost 5 days off after getting your fucking ass embarrassed by Ohio State at the rec hall. Maybe you could bounce back, but yeah, they're fucking dead right now.
Yeah, and I'm disappointed.
That environment was dead too.
Oh, there's nobody there.
Yeah,
I saw that video that you tweeted out. That's Penn State basketball.
How did we not? I understand the line stunk, but we should have bet Miami, Ohio. I mean, we all picked Central Michigan, but no bet. But
it raked.
Just Central's not good. Miami, Ohio wins by 6. Disappointed in myself. I also inaccurately did not bet. Picked Ohio, drilled Western Michigan. You guys hit a double lock there, I believe. As Ohio wins by 25.
Had a great night. Fucking Matt. Didn't even come close to losing a game. All the picks were just fucking rolled.
Yeah. And then we did eat a pile of shit on the Clits. Wichita. Suck. God, man. How do you not beat Wichita at home?
Fucking sucked. And they jumped on their ass too. I mean, what were they up? I looked up and I did not watch 1 minute of this game. This did not make my top 10 games.
This actually was on the TV for me, but I was not paying super close attention to that game. I don't know. I feel like Wichita was up a lot of the time by 2-3. But Charlotte got up early. They got up early. We also ate shit on Notre Dame against Saudi Arabia State as Florida State gets that 7-point win. Gosh, Notre Dame had their chances here. They fucking had their chances.
Bieniek, we were wrong on Notre Dame, man. They suck.
Yeah, they really do. You can't win this or the Miami game, please.
I thought that none of us said that they were gonna fucking be a tournament team, but we thought year 2 is Shrewsbury.
I was a little more bolder.
Yeah, they would be chippy. I was with you, man. I love Shrewsbury and what he did at the end of last year. But yeah, I know they've had injuries, but they were healthy tonight. Come on, you get swept by Miami and Florida State. It's 10.5 people to them games.
Yep. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We're brought to you by SGPN. Yes, we're running a free squares pool for the Super Bowl. $1,000 winner take all for the final score square. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/squares to sign up today. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/squares. And due to popular demand, if we get 200 entries, we will release another $1,000 free squares pool. So jump on over there, tell your friend. You got nothing to lose. We're also brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Yes, Super Bowl week. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Look, scoring touchdowns is key to hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy. and you have a shot to score big by betting on all of them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code SGP. Once again, that's code SGP for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help's available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms of responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. SGPN's proud partner Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds. Look, you can sit back and copy one of the top performing models from the leaderboard. I believe you still will make cash, or you can build your own model like I do, and Rhythm will adjust around what you like. Look, they got NFL picks, props, college hoops, NBA. They got it all over at Rhythm. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. And we must talk about Buffalo, Toledo. I should have bet this. They covered the 13.5. No, they didn't actually. They only won by 13. So I guess I shouldn't have bet it. Yeah, I didn't watch a second of that game. I have no thoughts.
I don't have much to offer here, man.
But you want to talk about a fire play by us, and I can't believe we hit on this. St. Louis 73, UMass 71. I mean, God, Frank's got to be having whiskey tonight because UMass probably should have won this game. Like they were. I mean, we pulled this one out of our ass. St. Louis hits for us. Isaiah Swope with the big night. Dude,
this was probably the flukiest win of the night. Like, UMass was up 5 with 30 seconds left and had 2 turnovers and couldn't get a loose ball and just a crazy 3. Yeah, I mean, I was obviously happy I hit my bet, but I felt for Frank. I was like, God damn. I mean, they were the right side. They had a lot of momentum going into that game too. I mean, they're playing a lot better and they just gave that game away.
Yeah. I mean, we pulled that out of our ass. Our worst pick of the night was the shipment of cigarettes coming into Richmond, Virginia, and exporting to Philadelphia. Good God.
They are fucking annihilating.
I turned it off. They were up 38 and I was like, okay, this ain't hitting. I got the best of the number too. I got like 20 or 21 or something. And I'm like, no, still cooked. It's not coming back.
I think it's pretty clear when VCU's at their best, they're the best team in this league. I mean, they like Mason's a good story. Dayton's got up and down, and not St. Joe's. Who else is pretty good? St. Louis.
Well, St. Joe's has been all over the place. Yeah. It's like typical St. Joe's.
The Bonnies are up and down.
Duquesne's up and down. Yeah.
But when VCU is humming, I mean, nobody's beating them. But I mean, they're a different team when they leave the Siegel Center too, like we like to say. But they've been winning road games recently too. They got a big one at Dayton on Friday night. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Wow, what an ass whooping. Florida, depending on where you got this number. Walter Clayton Jr. Obviously not playing. They announced that today. I didn't bet this game. I was on the grid saying take Florida at 9.5, but I didn't actually put any money on this game. Did you guys battle? On this?
I bet Vandy, and I'm sure the Florida side people will say that they got the right side because they went up 16 with a minute left, but I felt like Vandy was within striking distance the entire game. Florida didn't blow it open until about 4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
It was a backdoor.
I didn't watch
from
any of this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I didn't watch any of this. I was recording a college baseball show that'll be out tomorrow, but I was afraid of the spot because Auburn is next for Florida, and that ultimately was kind of the reason why they sat out Creighton for this game. And Will Richard, I mean, the constant, dependable guard that's been there for years now, stepped up and had a big game today. So good stuff.
Yeah. Nice win for the Gators.
Vandy had the lead at halftime, to my point. Like Vandy controlled the first half, and then Florida just warmed down with their athletes, and then the crowd got into it. We'll see how they do in the jungle on Saturday because they're already lining up for that game.
Yeah. That's why Clayton sat out. Drake 55, Murray State 45. I took Drake, just didn't bet it. Wish I would have. I thought it was a good spot for the revenge game. I didn't think they'd hold him to 45 points though.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking pissed taking Murray that they held Drake. That offense to 55 points and they couldn't cover. Shout out to Drake though, 21-2, 11-2.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What a story. Ben McCollum.
Then we double locked Oklahoma State as they only lost by 9 to Houston. It's a free show. So you know.
Everybody was Houston today. Everybody, I looked around. Houston bounced back. I'm like, when everybody's saying there's somebody with laying a big number on a bounce back, that never fucking hits.
Yeah. Lock battle win. Dundee here. Wyoming stays within the number. 71-67. I'll say this too. Like, I was surprised with the lack of fans there.
Nobody was there.
As someone that's been to Laramie, what else are you gonna do?
I thought Wyoming was gonna foul out of the cover like they always do when I take them. Those pricks, they fucking made the 3 tonight. I was like, damn you, Wyoming. Every time I take them, that one game was ridiculous.
Dude, Wyoming had a 5-point halftime lead though. I mean, this game, down the stretch, Utah State had it at like 5, 6.
Yeah.
But man, I really believe if they had fans like I remember it when they had Linder, Sunday's Wicks got some work to do. They're not that bad to not have fans. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah.
I'm with you. Like, they should give Wicks a chance, man. He's a good coach. He did an unbelievable job at Green Bay. They clearly missed him.
Dude, if you have a lit crowd tonight, I think they win that game.
Yeah, or at least
plus he was an assistant on Linder's staff too.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? And where are you at? What are you doing? What are you doing on a fucking Wednesday in Laramie? Got to go to the same fucking bowling alley? What's going on?
Why can't they have what Utah State and Boise have from a home court atmosphere? Like maybe not Utah State. Utah State's special.
They did a couple of years ago, though. I mean, it wasn't as Utah State, but it was similar to Boise, similar to Nevada. Colorado State, similar to Colorado State. Yeah.
We'll throw the pit out and then the Spectrum out. Those are fucking crack how fucking crazy those are. But yeah, there's no excuse. They should have a way better crowd. And let's shout out another first-year head coach. My guy, Jerry Calhoun, 20 wins already with 8 games ago.
Unbelievable.
So,
Unbelievable.
Utah State's got this hiring coaches thing down, I think.
Yeah. Say so. I don't know what happened here. I was watching this game. I didn't bet this game. Someone's got to walk me through. I switched it over to a different game. I had this on for like the first half and maybe the first 5 minutes of the second half. SIU EIU was like neck and neck. I'm surprised to see that SIU won by 23 points here. No, 25 points here. Yeah. What in the fuck happened down the stretch? I didn't bet this, so I don't really give a shit, but I'm just saying this is the outcome is surprising to me.
I don't have an analysis. I did throw it on like a side TV because finally we were down to like 9 games, so it made the cut. But yeah, you looked up and they were down 29. You're like, what the fuck happened here? Yeah. You back to being bad.
Georgetown covered against Xavier. Man, I should have bet this. Xavier wins by 5. I took the Hoyas, but didn't have the courage to bet this. Your thoughts on this one? I know you ate shit on this one.
Yeah, they just couldn't stretch it. I want to talk about Xavier real quick. By the way, shout out to Georgetown for fighting. I mean, I thought this was a spot that they were going to get drilled. Have you seen Xavier's schedule come down the stretch?
Let me pull it up right now.
They've already played St. John's twice. They've already played UConn twice. They've already played Marquette twice. They've already played Creighton once. So they have 8 games against the bottom half. They have one more game against Creighton, and it's at the Cinta Center. It's not in Omaha.
Let me ask you this, though. Their next 2 are at Nova and at Providence. I think they probably lose both those.
I think they'll split.
They need to split.
Yeah.
They need to split. They also, at Seton Hall and at Butler, are those wins?
They need to be. If where I'm getting with this point, if they're going to find a way to get on the bubble, they need to go. No, what do you think? 6-2 here, at least 7-1.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the day,
I don't count.
Coming into the day, they were 52nd coming into the day. Yeah. So they have work to do. They only have one quad 1 game left, and it's the next one at Nova.
They got to win
quad 2 games at Providence, against Creighton, and at Butler. Yeah, I mean, right now
I'll bet against that. I don't think they will.
Yeah,
they dug their hole. I mean, they went through that. They lost like 6 at one point.
They're 1-7 in quad 1 games so far this season, but 5-2 in quad 2, so 6-9.
They wouldn't pull the plug on Miller, would they?
No, he's only in year 3. And the first year they went to the Sweet 16. Last
year
they've
had a shitload of injuries.
Yeah.
So
I will say, the only reason I asked is because over the last 2 weeks they've looked good. Like they went to Marquette and won. They beat UConn at home. They should have beat the Johnnies, to be honest, at the Garden. Like they led the entire game and lost that game in overtime. So
I will say, if they don't stumble again, given that it is a weaker schedule to finish, they are what right now, record wise, just
14-9. So if you go 7-1,
so
what?
Yeah, 10 or 11 losses from the Big East, you're gonna get in.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna be able to go 7-1.
They need to, though.
Yeah, they need to find a way to win all their home games, and then they need to find a way to win at either Villanova or Providence.
I mean, I don't think they will. Maybe I'm wrong. I if anything, man, like when I look at this remaining schedule, I think there's like 4 losses.
Well, I will say there's lose anybody at home though.
I think they could. I think they could lose the Creighton at home.
There's not a ton of room for error because they have a bad loss at home against Austin P, and a quad 3 loss against, who was that one against?
You're looking at Butler's resume.
North Dakota State. Oh, is this Butler?
God, yeah, I was like, they didn't lose to Austin P.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
I'm just saying, at Villanova and at Providence,
you got to split that. You got.
But they would be dogs to those games, right? They would be dogs in those games.
Yeah, probably. Maybe at Providence is a pick.
What about
everything that I said is
Butler?
correct? Though. 52nd in net, 1-7 quad 1.
They'll probably be
6-9 top 2 quads.
You think it'd be favored at Butler?
Yeah.
By what? 1?
Yeah, 1. No, actually. KenPom says 7. I don't know about 7, but
I mean, I think they could lose all 4 of those road games. Now, I don't think they will. I think realistically, they're 2-2 in those 4 road games.
Yeah.
But then there's that home game against Creighton. They could easily lose that.
Yeah, I think they'll go 6-2 with the way that they're playing right now. 6-2, but I don't know if that gets you in.
We did eat shit on Baylor. I thought we were going to cover this too, man. Kind of came back and cut this to like 4. Obviously injuries played a role. We blindly we knew those guys couldn't have played, or there was a chance that they might not play. But credit to Texas Tech because Baylor got within, I think, 4 And then Texas Tech just went on a run. Nice win for the Red Raiders there. Your thoughts?
Oh, great win, especially off the Houston game. And boy, when that place is jumping the way it was tonight, it's hard to win at that place. I mean, that place was filled to the brim. I mean, it was sold out and 18,000 strong, and they were rowdy too. I mean, they got the momentum right now. They're 9-2 in the Big 12. Their only loss in the calendar year is the Iowa State game where they blew the fucking 16-point lead. Now they go to Tucson on Saturday. That's gonna be a fun one.
This next one, Bieniek, we were on the right side, man. This was a lock battle win for Mac. God,
Alford.
This should have hit. Air Force should have hit, man.
They're so annoying.
They should have fucking hit. This was Nevada was up 2 at the half. Now Nevada did take a little bit of control of the game in the second half, but still it was like a 6-point game. You're getting 11. You're like, we got this.
I didn't watch any of this, but I did check the game flow chart. Air Force didn't score a single point for 7 minutes in the first half when they were winning. And then Nevada put the pedal to the metal the final 5 minutes to cover this fucking game. That's what I learned from the game flow chart.
This was a bad beat, man. This was a bad beat. I think Air Force was the right side.
Did you see the 3 that they missed for the backdoor cover?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He's like wide open. He just airballs it. I go, Jesus Christ. Is that guy on the take?
Unfucking believable.
Well, you can fly some fucking planes better than you shoot the ball there. Jesus Christ.
We also ate shit on Indiana plus 10, I think it was.
What the fuck?
They suck.
Dude, it was 19-2. How do you fall down 19?
They suck.
He is such a joke. I'm not taking them anymore. I'm so sick of this team.
Shout out to the chat. Love the chat, but they were inaccurate by saying great call Dundee on Georgia Tech. I actually took Clemson. I didn't bet this. You're thinking of Mac. Mac took Georgia Tech. And I think he even said money line on the fucking thing.
Georgia Tech.
Triple overtime. Yellow Jackets 89, Clemson 86. I had no dog in the fight, so I'm glad to see you cash in. But
it's every year with this team.
What the hell is this?
What the fuck is Georgia Tech? This is a Ponzi scheme. They beat Louisville and Clemson back to back.
What the hell is this? I mean, triple overtime win at Clemson. Unbelievable.
Clemson should be safe, right, Noah? I think that they could actually afford
this I mean, there's not a whole lot of room to play with in the ACC. There's not a whole lot of good opportunities. Right. This wasn't like the worst thing in the world to happen. It's still a little bit of a blemish, but they're comfortable. I still think they're probably top nine seed right now.
I was going to say no. They probably went from extremely comfortable to now. If we blow like a Notre Dame game,
if you do something stupid,
then you could be on the fucking bubble sweating it out. But Clemson's known for that shit. The whole ACC is, except for Duke.
Yep. Unbelievable. I can't believe they won outright. Nice call, brother.
Stoudemire. He's such a shit show.
I mean, watch. They're going to extend him now. This was probably our best call of the night. I know I said that earlier for Ball State, but I think this is better. Loyola Chicago 77, the Bonnies 53.
Easy.
Laid the 2, I think it was 2.5, maybe. Just killed it over there. That was sweat free, just sweat free the entire way. Then depending on what number you got. Curious what number you got. I got a really good number on this. I got USC plus 3.5. I think we caught it at 2. Was it 1.5?
I think it was 1.5.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even have covered the 3.5.
Dude, the 4-point play was fucking huge.
Which
one?
Which
yeah.
one?
Well, no, the last one. Yeah. The last one was the one that I was like, oh my God, are we gonna fucking steal this game outright?
What the fuck was that, Northwestern?
Unbelievable. Northwestern wins by 2. So look, we both cash. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
How do you give up 2 and 1?
Just don't hit with the body, man. Like he kept getting him with the body.
He's fucking fouled the shit out of him too. Like,
Auburn rolled. I'm glad I did not follow you into the darkness in this one. Auburn 28-point win, and then I like to think this was the most entertaining game of the night. Didn't bet it, but I'm big into my Fresno State Bulldogs. They covered in double overtime as San Jose State won 94-91 in the Battle of the Valley.
Hilarious.
And then my friend Terrell Furman Jr. sent me a text, very angry at this next game, saying, "Is it Arizona State actually calls timeouts to suggest how they should lose this game?" Because Arizona State loses 71-70. Sorry, Terrell, I did not bet this game, but that is a tough one there, man. K-State stays red hot, playing their way back into the NCAA tournament.
David Matola says, "What a demoralizing loss for ASU. It was awesome."
I want to shout out my friend Zach in the chat. He tweeted at me when K-State was down 18-2. Nice fucking K-State pick, idiot. And somehow K-State came all the way back and actually had the lead at halftime. They were down 18-2, came back, took the lead 35-32, and fucking back and forth game. And I've been critical as hell, and we all have. Coleman Hawkins, he earned his fucking check tonight. He made a big time 3 and he had a big time stop. So I'll give Coleman Hawkins his flowers for earning his check tonight. Big win, K-State. Nobody wants to play them right now.
Yeah, I stayed away. I didn't have a good feel in that game, but huge win for them tonight to avoid a letdown spot there. Then Michigan State cash for us, missed a 3 to win the game. I almost played this on the money line. Glad I didn't. 63-61. UCLA's rolling right now.
Yeah, what, 6 in a row? That was a fun ass game. I mean, for a stupid non-regional Big Ten game, that was a fun game.
Nick Cronin should burn his house down more.
You're right. They are undefeated since the fires. Battle of the midget coaches. It was good to see that.
Is it arson if you start the fire on your own house and you don't call the insurance?
What, the Battle of the Midgets, Noah?
100%. That was the number one reason why I wanted to watch that game.
Izzo and Cronin are fun to watch coach against each other. I mean, UCLA all of a sudden's back in the race. Or what, 2 back of Sparty now? Do they play again? Probably not.
No, they don't. I'll be honest. I was looking at their schedule earlier.
They're going to win out?
No, they have at Purdue, but every other game is very winnable.
How many fucking home games have they played in a row? They play again at home this weekend?
So look at this. They have home to Penn State, at Illinois, and at Indiana. They could lose both those. They could also win both those. Home to Minnesota, home to Ohio State, at Purdue. I'll say that's a definite loss. At Northwestern, who knows? And home to USC. I mean, really, I kind of think they'll lose to either Illinois or maybe Indiana. Like Illinois and Illinois and Purdue, I think are the real losable games there. But
6-2.
That might. Like when you look at Sparty's schedule is pretty nice, but still,
yeah,
they still have like more traps to me. Like Sparty's at Illinois, at Michigan, at Maryland, at Iowa. Those are all losable games. So I don't know. Maybe they have.
What about Purdue? But you look up and Purdue's only got 2 losses. It's like, how's this fucking shit team fucking just keep on winning games?
Purdue's remaining schedule. It probably
They got to go to Sparty.
I think it could be the hardest of the three.
Yeah, they got to go to
at Michigan, at Michigan State, at Indiana, at Illinois.
Ooh.
And your home games are USC, Wisconsin, UCLA, and Rutgers. It's gonna be a fun race.
Told you.
What's that?
Told you.
What'd you say?
That's a gauntlet to finish.
Oh yeah.
Daddy's still gonna fucking win it. Your daddy's Tommy Izzo is still gonna fucking win this league.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel super confident on that, but
I thought they played pretty well tonight. I mean, UCLA's good at home.
Yeah. We double locked Boise State. They won 71-62 against Vegas, the Runner Rebs. That job's open, by the way. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. UNLV is open. Who's coaching UNLV next year? I know you said maybe our boy Will Wade, but
I think he's going to Florida State or Miami. Trying to think who would be a good one.
Remember when Chris Beard coached there for a day?
I mean, they should hire one of those guys from the Big West. I mean, the fucking Big West is rolling.
I bet you, what's his name? Turner would take it. I bet you Turner would take that.
Yeah, Turner would be great there.
Turner would fit there, man.
Because Turner's got a little shit to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy play by us. UNLV's fucking horrible. No one was at that game. We also.
Somebody said Mike Woods.
That would not be good. That would not be good. I'm going to give you credit here.
David
You swayed
Matola
my
says
pick.
Juwan Howard.
No.
This will not work there. You need
Bobby Hurley.
No.
He'd bring the
UC Irvine should hire Bobby Hurley. Yeah.
I love these names. These are great names.
Bryce Drew would actually make sense. I think. He's done a good job. I think he would.
But Grand Canyon's getting into the Mountain West.
I was going to say, if I was Bryce Drew, I wouldn't leave for UNLV. I can't believe.
About to say, like you have a built-in home edge where UNLV is like an away game.
Steve Alford.
That would be hilarious. I want to give you credit here, man, because I came into last night's show thinking I was going to bet BYU. You swayed me over to Arizona. And the Wildcats roll double lock. That's Wildcats. Yeah, I went 12-6 tonight, up about $600. And Fire Night game balls. What are we doing here?
I'll expand on it by giving Arizona a game ball. I mean, Arizona's now 10-1, first year in the league. That was a hell of a win. I mean, you go into Provo is a hard ass. We could debate if BYU is soft as shit, but they're soft as shit. But in that fucking building, they're a motherfucker to play against. And they went in there, they executed. I mean, they beat Iowa State last week on the Hail Mary, and now they're 10-1, and they got a rematch with Texas Tech. When did they play Kansas? At the end.
Yeah.
Fucking fail. How did they not have a home and home with Kansas? What the fuck? Anyway, Arizona game ball. They're playing well. They've won 11 out of 12. Keep it rolling, David Matola.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna go to Slick Rick, my guy. All right. I'm just gonna say this: if they beat UConn on Friday, they won this fucking conference.
Yeah, I'm worried about the spot now that they won.
I am too.
Yeah,
I think UConn might catch them. But
Marquette would fucking win, and then fucking Rick was gonna have him ready. Now it's like fuck.
Because if UConn wins that game, then it's still anyone's conference. But if St. John's wins that game, they'll be 11-1. UConn will be 8-4, and even though they have another matchup with Marquette, I just when you look at the Golden Eagles schedule, they have to go to UConn and to Creighton still and Nova, but I think Marquette's schedule is a little harder than St. John's remaining schedule. I mean,
he ain't gonna get a good whistle up there either.
I know.
They want to keep UConn in that fucking race.
I can't wait for that fucking game. That game's awesome.
They give UConn a fucking week off.
Yeah, before.
And they give Rick fucking Marquette 72. I see what's going on here. This fucking bullshit ass Big East. I know what you're doing. Fucking Hurley.
Jeff Sharp, what are you talking about, dude? Shout out to Jeff Sharp in the chat. He had me 13-9. You ready for this? You count the wins: St. John's, Ball State, Bowling Green, Ole Miss, St. Louis, Michigan State, USC, Loyola Chicago, Wyoming, Oklahoma State, Boise State, Arizona. My losses: LaSalle, Charlotte, Dayton, Indiana, Air Force, Baylor. There you go, buddy. Anyway, where are you going next?
I'll go K-State. Just the way that they battled tonight, and they've won 4 in a row. Now all of a sudden, old Kansas comes to town on Saturday with a little bit of juice in that game now. K-State's got some life.
Yeah. That K-State, I mean, where are they ranked right now?
In terms of the Big 12?
No, like what do they got to do to get in the NCAA tournament right now?
They got a lot of work to do. You realize they're still only 11-11 after winning 4 in a row. They completely shot themselves in the foot. They lost 6 in a row before this. They lost 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
If they could get with the Big 12, if they could get to 10-8, maybe 17 wins overall, and then maybe win one in the tournament, because they're starting to pick up some nice wins. Like, winning at Ames. If you can beat Kansas, can you beat Kansas and Arizona back to back in Manhattan? That'll get you on the fucking bubble.
Yeah. I don't know. They're an interesting team to follow down the stretch here. Next up,
we kind of see this every year where a team is just dog shit the first 2 months, and then they catch fucking fire late January, and they're just a pain in the ass to play against.
Yeah. UCLA, second game ball. Mix rolling.
Yeah.
Let's go. 63-61. They take down Sparty. Yeah. They're legit contenders on the Big Ten championship right now. Where are you going next?
Georgia Tech.
Unbelievable. That one is unbelievable to me. I really thought you were fucking I thought, okay, they could cover. I didn't think they could win outright. I really didn't. I'm like, no way they win outright.
They love fucking killing the ACC and putting teams on the bubble. I know Clemson's not on the bubble yet, but they really like fucking the ACC over Georgia Tech, these guys.
I'll go with final game ball. I think it's Ole Miss, right? Just beating Kentucky in general. I know we were on that. It's not a shock to me. They were favored, but just Kentucky's history and going into Oxford. Give me that game ball for the Rebs. Folks, what I tell you, the college basketball experience is brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, SGPN has partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured. The best part is no credit checks and it's completely free. Sign up today. Use the promo code SGPN so you can get better cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. Once again, that's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes. Look, the big game is this Sunday. LaSalle and UMass. It's pivotal. And Underdog has you covered. New customers also will get a for the Super Bowl a Travis Kelce free pick if they sign up before the Super Bowl. Plus, Underdog's just their site wide no sweat entry token is now live. You can cash in on your Underdog entry and get bonus credit in return. So sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. That's UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back, and let's get into tomorrow's action. Oh, my bad, Bieniek. Fucking Holy Cross is opening things up as they travel to West Point. Army is laying 5.5. Stop it.
You have a soft spot here.
I've been eating shit on Holy Cross, but I'm tempted to bet this. That's a huge number in the Patriot. That's a huge number in the Patriot.
Is it that big for a reason, though?
I mean, this is a Holy Cross team that they've been asked lately. I'll be honest, but early in the year, I was kind of impressed with them. They beat Navy. They beat the Aqueduct, Quinnipiac at Quinnipiac. They beat who was the other game? Was it Brown? I think it was Brown they beat. I'll take the points. You can talk me into a lock.
I mean, it was a 5-point game in the first meeting. I'll lay with Army. No bet. I'm not betting this one because it is hard to lay 5.5 with Army.
If you're going to bet Army, it's only 4 on DK, according to T Rice. East Tennessee State is in Lexington, Virginia, laying 7.5. Part of me thinks we should take the Buccaneers minus the points because it's a weeknight. How many fucking people are going to be at this game on a weeknight?
VMI is the wagon of wagons.
Well, they won like 5 of 6.
Yeah, like they're 5
of 6.
500. They do have the Citadel game on Saturday.
We got to take ETSU.
I think it's the spot.
We got to take ETSU.
Yeah, I'll lock it. ETSU one more time.
If you're not familiar, the Citadel VMI game is a huge fucking rivalry. Buccaneers lay the 7.5. Let's go.
We're gonna sell our VMI stock here. They fucking been unreal. I can't remember. Has VMI ever played this well? Well,
no, a couple years ago, when right before what's his name went to Chattanooga.
Oh, Earl. Yeah, you're right.
They had a good. They had that 7 foot like Ivan Drago. They had that Jake Stevens was that his name?
Yeah, and then he went to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. You can get 6.5 on FanDuel. So lay the 6.5. We will lay the 6.5 with ETSU. I think we should bet this next one because Milwaukee's laying 9.5 on the road against Uwe Pui. Can we bet Uwe Pui here? This line's ridiculous.
Okay. They just won though as a fucking big fucking dog at Youngstown.
9.5 in the fucking Horizon. No, I'm going in. Give me the 9.5 and Uwe Pui. Milwaukee wins by 7.
I'm gonna lay it. I gotta see it back-to-back games from Uwe Pui.
Next up, Oregon is heading to Ann Arbor, Michigan in a Big Ten rivalry game. Michigan's laid 8.5. Give me the Ducks. You can talk me into locking this.
I'm going to battle you here. I think we're due for a Michigan spot.
I'm not locking it. I said you could talk me into a lock.
Yeah. I don't know. Oregon's just been so up and down. I know they've lost 3 in a row. But I think Michigan opens it up here and wins by 15. Michigan's due for a big get-right spot at home as well.
Bieniek, you're locking up Oregon, right? The way you've been shitting on Michigan.
I don't think either team is playing particularly well right now. So I think having anything on this game is playing with fire because these teams have lacked a little bit of consistency lately. I will say the one point that I mentioned to Colby prior to the show, this is a 3:30 local time tip for Oregon. I don't know, kind of weird. Usually those West Coast teams don't play the afternoon games, like even on a Saturday or Sunday. So I don't know if there's some kind of advantage that people might like out there. That would be it from me. But Cocktail Napkins got Michigan by 10. I mean, I'm not playing anything here. I'll take Michigan.
Go blue.
Moneyline Max, lock it up, Michigan. Southern love hearts on fire, Mike. Southern Miss is in Boone, North Carolina, taking on App State. App State's laying 8.5. Southern Miss, one of the hardest teams to understand this year. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no shit. God, 8.5. That's a fucking number. I'll lay it. No bet. I can't figure Southern Miss out on the road.
Yeah. Butler is in Newark taking on Seton Hall. Butler's laying 3.5. This is just a game Butler loses, isn't it? They're 0-6 on the road this year. I think Butler's better. I'm laying it. No bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet Butler. I think that they're gonna finish strong for Thad, and Thad may step away after the year. I think they're gonna
Moneyline Mac, lock it up. Butler minus 3.5. Louisiana is in Statesboro, Georgia. Southern is laying 6. Oh man.
There we go again.
I'm tempted to lay the 6. I'm going to lay the 6, but I'm tempted to bet it. What are you doing here?
I'm taking Georgia Southern. I'll take the dog at home.
You betting this?
Nah.
Yeah. All right. Fuck the Sun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean the dog. I'm laying it with the favorite at home. I got my words all mixed up.
Winthrop is heading to Charleston, South Carolina, where Winthrop is laying 3.5. I mean, we have to take Winthrop here, right? Charleston Southern just won a huge game against Longwood.
Longwood, yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's lock up Winthrop. Yeah. I think Winthrop's.
Come fly with the Eagles. Double lock on Winthrop. Did I not? What the fuck's going on here? Say what?
Southern not a dog. 2 people are saying who's not a dog here.
Yeah, I corrected it.
Oh,
I corrected myself.
Yeah,
I said the dog at home, and I meant the favorite at home.
Next up, ULM is in Atlanta taking on Georgia State. I'm seeing this at 7.5 now. It's gone up a point.
I have no feel in the Sun Belt, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It's fucked me this year, man, with the exception of one team, which I'll play later. I'm gonna lay it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll lay it. Like I said, I mean Monroe, are they really that? I mean, they're fucking horrible. They just play well against South Alabama.
Yeah, I think Georgia State. Actually, the more I think about it, maybe we should bet this.
I just said how bad we are that I'm like, it kind of feels like a good spot.
Yeah, I kind of like Georgia State here. Fridge lock. Check the picks page.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Give me these Panthers. I know we're getting the worst of that number, 7.5.
Who cares?
Yeah, they win by double digits. Let's go.
Yeah. It's fucking me.
Well, what does he say in Shawshank Redemption? Well, if you've come this far, maybe you want to come a little further. You remember the name of that shit conference, huh? The Sun Belt. Well, Troy is heading to Harrisonburg, Virginia to take on JMU. JMU is now laying 1.5. This place will be lit for this game. Make no mistake. This place will be lit for this game. I just think Troy's better this year. Give me Troy. No bet. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lock up Troy. I think they're the better team. I think under Scott Cross, year number 3 there versus Spradling, year number 1. I think Troy's going to go in and get this thing done. I think they're going to win the Sun Belt or be right there behind Ark State.
I can't get there just because it's going to be so lit. They both won 4 in a row. Moneyline Mac locking up the Trojan men. Next up, there is money to be made in Pittsburgh. Wait, this isn't in Pittsburgh. Isn't this in Moon Township?
Moon Township, yeah.
Same
Correct.
fucking thing.
Oh no, what's Bieniek coming in?
I don't know. This Pittsburgh pride. Detroit is catching 13.5, which is just a ridiculous number considering they won outright on January 2nd. Fuck you. Give me the points in my hospital play here. They are covering this. The disrespect. What are you doing here?
I'm staying away. I don't take Detroit on the road. I take them at home.
This is a huge number. This is a fucking huge number, man.
I've made enough shit with Bob Morris this year. I'll stay away, root you on.
Next up, AU is at Bucknell. What is this number?
Oh, this is a good fucking game.
This is a great game.
This is what's American Lane? I don't see this.
I didn't see it earlier.
Cocktail Napkins got Bucknell favored.
Do you
I don't
have
see it out there right now. Chat,
Oh,
you guys
you
see
got
this out there?
Bucknell is laying 1.5. Where are we at in the standings? American won the first matchup here.
Bucknell's in third, right?
Yeah. Bucknell is 2 games back of them. Americans won 7 in a row. I'm betting Bucknell. I like John Griffin's team. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, but I think Bucknell being favored tells you it. Let's go.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there. I'm not going to bet this, but give me Bucknell. Moneyline Mac locking up the Bison of Bucknell. Michael Huffer, shout out to Michael Huffer saying sprinkle overtime in this game. Yeah.
Very well could happen.
Next up, Valpo is in Terry Hood. Taking on Indiana State. Indiana State laying 5.5. You'll shoot your eye out.
Indiana State's won 2 in a row now.
And Valpo's lost 7 in a row. So I will lay it with Indiana State, but no bet.
Give me Valpo. Give me Valpo to end the streak here. They beat them already this year. They got confidence.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Crusaders of Valpo. Now I'm intrigued where you're going here. Rhode Island's in the Bronx. Take it on the Fordham Rams. Rhode Island's laying 1.5. What? I mean, one team is what? 15-6. The other's 10-12.
Sign fucking stinks.
I got to take Rhode Island, but no bet.
What's a situational here? I mean, Fordham's off the loss. Rhode Island's off the win against UMass. Had a week off.
Rhode Island's at Mason after this.
Give me Fordham. I'm not betting it either, though. I'm staying away from this ram it versus ram it action here.
Louisville is in Chestnut Hill taking on Boston College. Boston College just won the craziest game ever. I still think it's too many fucking points. Give me BC plus the points. You can talk me into a bet.
Does everybody just think Louisville's just going to bounce back here?
And win by 7. 13.5 is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I like Boston College here too.
Let's bet this.
Let's go. BC.
Come fly with the Eagles. Boston College plus 13.5. Next up, Navy is in Boston. Boston's laying 1. Of course they are. Navy won by 15 just on January 22nd. How do they get this 1 point spread? I just don't get it. Give me Boston. The line is telling you. What are you doing here? Should we do a Boston parlay? Boston and Boston College?
I like Boston, but I don't have a lot of conviction.
Yeah, let's not bet this. Yeah. Let's not bet this game.
Why is Navy favored?
I mean, BU favored. Navy won by 15 the first game. Held to 47 points.
This is a cool Western Carolina logo.
Yeah, Western Carolina, the Cats catching 15.5 on the road in Greenville. I mean, I personally think we should consider betting Furman here. They won by 30 on January 1st in Cullowhee.
Yeah, it's been sleepy there though. I'll take the points.
No you're right. Yeah, it's not their home stadium. You're right. I'll lay the points. No bet. Upstate. I'm excited for this game.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably one of 3 people in America excited about this game, but you don't just walk into the Templeton Physical Education Center without stopping by the water fountain. All right. They have to have a divider here. Shout out to Steve giving us $10. He's talking pit snoggle talk. There we go.
The mid 2000s. What's he talking about? The Elite 8 game?
I think he is.
They fucking gave Rick Pitino all them fucking calls.
I guess those are your thoughts on the game, huh?
Yeah, fuck that game. Fuck Louisville. Fucking cheaters.
At least they were doing it right with the prostitution ring. All right.
We had some good games with Louisville.
That's another one. I like that as a rivalry game.
When Huggs' teams played Pitino's teams out, those were always wars.
Yeah. So Upstate's lost 7 in a row, but they're getting 6 at Presbyterian, where they won by 10 on January 8th, and I think I played that on the money line if memory serves me correct.
Yeah,
they are 1-12 on the road though.
Yep.
I'm still taking the points. No bet.
I'm taking the points. No bet either. No thank you there.
Cleveland State is in Highland Heights.
God, this fucking line. I mean, God.
Cleveland State's won 13 straight games.
I can't do it anymore.
Northern Kentucky's 3-7 in their last 10.
Hey,
what the fuck is this? What is this? Part of me is like, we should just blindly continue to take Cleveland State, but part of me is like, why would they set this number?
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to go in on Cleveland State here. Northern Kentucky just won by 9 on the road at Oakland. Now they're coming back home. That was their first win in like 6 games. So Cocktail Napkins got this at 6.5 in favor of the Vikings. I'll take it. Lock it in.
You don't have to give me what the napkin says on this game. This line makes no sense. Why is this 2? They've won 13 in a row.
They played on January 15th, and Cleveland State won by 18. How is this?
How is it 2? I am not betting on Cleveland State. I'm not falling for this trap.
I gotta go in.
I'm going in.
I gotta go in. I know it's stupid. I know it's idiotic.
They were team of the week too.
I gotta go in.
The other side.
I gotta
Who
go
was
in.
team of the week?
Cleveland State again.
Fuck you. I'm still diving in.
I gotta go in. Bieniek, I'll go with you. I know this is suicide here, right? Just turn the car on in the garage, shut that door, and place that wager.
I gotta battle you guys. I have to take Northern Kentucky. You know me. I can't miss out on the North. I'm a sucker for the North. This is when the North start fucking battling back.
We got a battle. He just broke the window to the garage and gave us some oxygen. Mac on the North +2.
That's hilarious.
Unbelievable. Duke is in upstate New York, laying 18.5 points against the Qs. The Orange Men.
What the fuck is this game?
This was a 20-point game a year ago. It's off. We should bet Syracuse just on general principle.
Come on,
just on general principle.
Is Duke just gonna fucking steamroll everybody? Are they not gonna get tested at all in this fucking league?
We got to take the points.
Isn't this conference?
We got to take the fucking points here.
Yeah,
let's take the fucking points.
They got the big one on Saturday against Clemson. If you're going to catch him, come on, Syracuse. It should be lit in there. I would imagine.
Yes, double lock. 18.5. Duke wins by 14.
Oh, God. Somebody give me a gun.
It's like the Oklahoma State game in a way.
Yeah.
High Point, Radford. There's speculation on the streets.
Let's go, baby.
That Moneyline Mac will be in attendance. High Point's laying 4. I think we should bet Radford. 4.5. I see, by the way, right now. 4.5.
Oh yeah, let's dog it up here.
Let's
I think
go.
Radford some mud, man.
Take the 4.5 with the Whores. I mean the Highlanders of Radford.
Drag it in the mud and High Point. If you get that thing close, High Point can fucking give that thing away. So yeah, Radford, sprinkle some on the money line.
I was about to say, was that 170 or something on the money line? Something like that.
Yeah.
Sprinkle that. Next up, Cincinnati is heading to the very, very Golden Knights of UCF.
Here comes Bieniek.
Wow, this slide is very gold.
He's such a fucking hack, that guy.
This is a hilarious game to me. Old AAC foes for a little bit. I think we should take UCF. I will lay the 3.5. No bet right now, though. You can talk me into it, though.
I mean, doesn't Cincinnati have to start fucking winning some games?
I don't know. I haven't been impressed with them all year, man. But maybe. I mean, UCF is. I didn't think they would lose to BYU. They lost to BYU. Man. I'm going to go in, though. I'm going to go in on UCF. Lay the 3.5 with the very, very, very Golden Knights. What are you doing here?
It's just going to hurt. I'm going to battle you. I'm going to go back to the well with the Bearcats. They get away from Cincinnati. I think they find it. Let's go. Come on, Cincinnati. Jesus.
We got a battle at the fucking financial arena shit. Dundee on the Golden Knights, back on the Bearcats. All right, let's keep these locks going because the Rice Owls, who just played Memphis, really tough. Now they go to G Vegas to take on ECU, and you know these Pirates. Now I will say this: ECU is going to win this game, but they will not cover 7.5 points. Give me Rice plus 7.5. Don't bet this though. Don't bet this game.
I'll lay it, no bet.
I think ECU is going to win like 60-54, something like that. No bet here. Mason is taking on the George Washington Colonials. The George Washington Colonials in Washington D.C. This game was the first matchup. Might have been one of the top 10 games of the season.
Yeah.
Hey, the Colonials are 11-1 at home.
Yep.
Mason's laying 3.5. Kind of think we should jump in on these Colonials.
Yeah, and remember the familiarity between the two. Caputo coach Tony Skinn when he was on Larinaga's staff. I mean, I love G-Dub here. Revenge angle. Mason drops their second A-10 game.
Let's go. Both these teams should start their football programs back up. But yeah, Colonials. Well, I guess Mason, start your football program. G-Dub, bring it back. Colonials plus 135, 140 on the money line. Let's go. Double lock. Chattanooga is at Wofford. This game's fantastic. Watched this game a lot over the years. I enjoy it. Last time they played was January 15th, just a couple of weeks ago. Chattanooga won by 2. Of course they did.
Yeah.
The line is 2.5.
Of course it is.
Give me Wofford. I'm going to lay the 2.5. No bet. You can't bet this game.
They're one back in the standings here. I like Wofford too. I kind of want to bet Wofford here. I think they get the revenge on. They always split this series.
They do. I just feel like you're talking down. This will be tied with 45 seconds left, and then
free throws win by 4. There is a 2 out there. That's a valuable number in this game.
It really is. It really is.
Chattanooga's won 5 in a row in this series. Yeah, I'm on Wofford. Wofford's better this year than last year.
I love how Max sees that stat and he goes, "Yeah, I'm on the Terriers. Give me."
Yeah, these are rivals. Like they have a history, like a long history of being back and forth. Like I know some classics off the top. Of my head.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I like tomorrow's slate for games like this. Like I plan to watch every second of this, but I just can't. I can't get there on a wager. I think this is truly guessing here. But Mac laying the 2.5 with Wofford. There's a 2 out there, man. Get that 2. Texas State is in Norfolk, Virginia, taking on ODU. Why is this only 2.5? I guess Texas State's lost 3 straight.
Yeah.
I will still take Texas State. I think they're better. No bet.
I'll take Texas State too. No bet.
Loyola, Maryland, the Greyhounds running into Easton, Pennsylvania to take on these Leopards of Lafayette. Lafayette's laying 3.5. It's a big number in the Patriot League. They did win by 21 just a week ago. All right, I'll lay it. No bet. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no bet. For Wofford. Thank you very much.
Duquesne, the Dukes are. I'm seeing 2.5 right now. They're laying 2.5 in Richmond against the Spiders. This has got to be the one for Richmond, right?
I think so. I mean, they just got fucking embarrassed by the rival. Now they're a dog at home against a Duquesne team that I don't think is very good. Yeah, I'll lock up Richmond again. Here we go.
Let's go. Double lock on the Spiders. Let's go. Northern Iowa is heading to Springfield, Missouri. Oh, Paul Bucher saying take Texas State. I may have some inside knowledge on Old Dominion. Okay.
Injury?
I guess maybe we should we bet Texas State? I don't know that I feel that good about betting that. It's just a random road trip.
Yeah.
Northern Iowa's laying 4.5 at Springfield against Quanzo Martin and Missouri State. Give me Missouri State. Why is this line so short? Give me Missouri State to win this thing.
Well, yeah, we would be fading Northern Iowa off of that Drake beatdown on national TV. Or sorry, Bradley. Yeah.
Missouri State did just win their first Valley game of the season the other night.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet this game.
Yeah, no bet. I'll take Missouri State though.
But I got a bet here. Greensboro is laying 12.5 at the Citadel. Greensboro just lost to Wofford. They're going to drill the Citadel. I'm laying the 12.5 because VMI is on deck. I like this parlay. We go back to the well and take ETSU and UNC Greensboro, and you parlay that for SoCon action. What are you doing here, Mac?
I like the Greensboro play. They got the VMI game. I think they get drilled here. Let's go. Greensboro.
Double lock on Greensboro. All right. PFW is hosting the Vikings, the raping and pillaging bunch of Wright State. IPFW is laying 6.5. Give me right. I don't know. Wright's not that good this year.
Yeah, I'll take the points and no bet.
Yeah. All that was allegedly the map crow. Yeah. I don't know. No bet. No bet. Missouri is at Knoxville taking on Tennessee. Tennessee's laying 9.5 fucking points. Give me Mizzou in the points. What are you doing here?
I'm all over Tennessee. I think 3 home games in a row versus Missouri, back-to-back road games, just played out of their mind on Saturday, getting all the national press. I think Tennessee drills them. I think Tennessee chokes them out.
Moneyline Mac locking up the balls of Tennessee. All right. Lipscomb is in Carrollton, Georgia. Take it on to West Georgia. Lipscomb's playing 13.5. I'll take the points.
Take the points, no bet.
South Alabama's laying 6 in Conway. 5.5. I see right now. I mean, we got to bet this, right?
Oh, God. What, South Alabama?
Coastal's lost 8 straight. They're fucking horrible, man. They're 1-9 in their last 10 games.
This is
Why is this so short?
By fucking Monroe.
I know. Maybe we don't, but God damn it. I feel like we should be taking. Yeah. No one will be at this game.
Nobody.
I'm on South Alabama. I might bet it if I'm. Check the picks page. I take it you're on South Bama?
Yeah, but I don't want to bet them. I can't stand them. I think they suck.
Mercer is at Samford. Samford's laying 11. Man. Part of me. I mean, I'm taking Samford minus the points. I was thinking about betting it. What are you doing here?
Did they play already this year? Yeah. Samford won by 1. I'll take the points. Mercer, I kind of have liked what I've seen from Mercer as of recent.
Queens, the Royals are heading into Conway, Arkansas. Queens is laying 7.5. I'm going to lay it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll lay it. I mean, Central Arkansas is dead.
North Alabama is laying 5.5 in Clarksville, Tennessee against Austin Peay. Governor, should we bet North Alabama here?
I mean, the P's been chippy though at home usually. They've won their last 2.
I'm just searching for bets because I didn't love the gambling card.
I didn't like these games either. I mean, what's North Alabama off of? I don't really like this one either. Wait, they just got in a fight. They just got in a fight 2 weeks ago. Give me Austin Peay. Remember the dust up after the game?
I do, but I'll take North Bama. No bet. It's fucking these games.
I don't know. Pool Hole seemed really pissed after it too, though. Like UNA could be fired up for that one too.
They could be, or it could just be slugfest down the stretch. I mean, they just played an overtime game.
I'm very excited to watch this game. Illinois State's catching 4 in Chicago against UIC. I tend to think we should take UIC. Actually, I see a 3.5. The question is should we bet it?
A little bit of a rivalry here.
Should we bet this?
Illinois, Chicago won the first one. Who do you want to take? Do you want to take UIC?
I do.
I want to take Illinois State. I'm going to take the revenge angle here.
You betting this?
Yeah, I'll bet the dog here.
Let's battle. I want to watch this fucking game.
Give me the Redbirds.
This is a good game. They are playing good ball right now. I'll say that. They are playing good ball. We got a battle in Chicago. Dundee on the Flames. Mac on the Redbirds. Mac, I'm going to give you 4. I have 3.5. So there is no way we can actually do this. But yeah, there's that. Tulsa.
Mac can push and Colby can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tulsa is heading into Memphis, Tennessee, catching a ridiculous number here, 18.5. This was a 3-point game last time they played.
Does Memphis cover any of these numbers?
Give me the points. What are you doing here?
When was the last time Memphis covered a double-digit spread? I was thinking about that.
It's been a minute.
They don't cover
Virginia probably. It's the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah, I'll lock up Tulsa. I'm locking up Tulsa. Memphis will win by 12.
I might. All right, let's go. Double lock on Tulsa. Double lock on Tulsa.
They don't care.
Tulane is catching 1 in San Antonio. Give me Tulane. Give me Tulane. No bet.
Let's fade UTSA off that. I'll lock up Tulane.
Moneyline Mac is locking up Elron Hunter Battlefield Earth as they head to San Antone.
Incredible win the other day.
West Virginia is in Fort Worth, where TCU is laying 1.5.
This is a painful game.
What the fuck is this number?
We always lose fucking down there in that shithole fucking court.
All right, give me TCU minus 1.5. I'm not betting this fucking game. What are you doing here?
I'll take the Mountaineers. I'm not fucking betting the Mountaineers at TCU. We never win there.
Southern Illinois is catching 1 at Evansville. Give me Evansville.
Evansville's been chippy at home. Yeah, I'll take Evansville.
Michael Creighton, the Blue Jays heading into the dunk, laying 3.5 against Providence. Give me the Friars plus 3.5. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I'll battle you here. Give me Creighton. They stayed out on the East. I think they go in there and they take care of business with Providence. Providence just played out of their minds at the Garden the other day.
We got a battle. Dundee on the Friars, Mac on the Blue Jays. Illinois is laying 8.5. I'm sorry. I think I might have misread that. 8.5 I'm seeing here. I think I might have fucked up the slide. In Piscataway against Rutgers. Yes, I will take the 8.5, but I don't think I'm going to bet this. Should we bet this?
I'm going to bet Illinois. I think Illinois is going to start to get on a roll here. I think Rutgers is cooked.
Really? I'll take the points. No bet. Moneyline Mac locking up the Illini. All right. Finally, a play I'd like. Arkansas State's heading in to Huntington, West Virginia, where Marshall has won 11 home games and had just 3 losses this year. They're catching 4.5. One of those losses was a 1-point loss to Troy, which they covered. So randomly, they lost to Georgia State. I still don't understand that one. The other ones are respectable. It was like a buzzer beater by JMU, and then the Troy game. I'm gonna bet Marshall plus 4.5 points here. Actually, fuck. I see that. I actually, dude, I see that 3.5 right now.
Yeah, I really like Marshall here.
Anyone got a 4 out there? I don't see a 4 out there anymore.
National TV game too. Get a spot for Marshall at home to get. I mean, how many are they back in the standings? 2?
I think so. They're plus 150 on the money line. It's worth that sprinkle. Yep. Give me double lock on the Thundering Herd. 4.5 is out there still. Hop on over there, grab that 4.5. That's what I'm going to do right after this fucking show. LSU is at Georgia. Man, I got burned on LSU the other time I bet them. Just the Texas game. But I feel like LSU plus 8.5 could be play here. Give me the points. No bet. What are you doing here?
What's Georgia off of? They're off Alabama. Do we really think that they're just going to come in and fucking drill them? I don't. I kind of want to bet LSU. I think we get a one possession game here.
They just look like shit the other day.
I think it's a nice spot on the road.
I mean, I'll take the points. You
They've
can bet it.
weirdly played better on the road than than at home. So yeah, give me LSU.
Moneyline Mac locking up LSU plus 8.5. Colorado is in Salt Lake City getting 7.5 points currently. All right, you can talk me into a bet on the Buffs here.
Let's do it. They're used to the elevation.
Yeah.
They're 0-10.
Let's do this.
There's familiarity. I mean, come on, let's go.
Buffs, double lock. Let's go.
Look out, just watch him go. Down to Buffalo. Oh no, it's a guy to Buffalo.
Villanova is at DePaul. Nova's laying 5.5.
Uh-oh.
Give me DePaul. Give them a game. This is going to be like a one possession game. Although Nova did win by 44 the last time they played. God. Nova's 1-5 on the road though. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I think Villanova's good at beating up on inferior competition. I'm a lock of Villanova. I mean, DePaul's off a blowout win. I'm going to fade that.
Moneyline Mac, lock it up, Villanova. 6.5. I see out there too. Get that 5.5 while you can, Mac. I'm very excited for this game tomorrow. Old Southwestern Conference foes. Arkansas is in Austin, Texas, where Texas is laying 7.5 points. I'm locking up Arkansas plus 7.5. I think they're live on the money line, guys. I think we should sprinkle plus 270 on the money line. Mac, what are you doing here?
No doubt. Because Arkansas, yes, you could say it's a letdown game, but they still need to win games to get to the tournament. Texas, they've been playing out of their fucking mind the last 2 weeks. A nice fade here of Rodney Terry as a big favorite all over Arkansas. Woo pig sweet, baby.
Triple lock, Bieniek?
No, this is going to be a lock battle. I like the Longhorns here. Kentucky can make any average offense look great right now. Their defense has been Swiss cheese. Just look at that Ole Miss game. I like Texas here. Arkansas just dumped the Gatorade. Give me the Longhorns.
We got a battle in Austin. Dundee, Mac on the Razorback. Phoenix saying hook 'em horns. This next game is fantastic too. Belmont is heading to Bradley, where the Braves are laying 7.5 in Peoria. Whew. Give me the points. No bet. What are you doing here?
I was going to say, is this a national TV game? No. Boy, Belmont's been a disappointment lately, haven't they?
They have.
Yeah, I'll take the points. Both are off bad losses. To your point, yeah. Give me Belmont.
Next up, I'm gonna bet this next game. SMU is laying. I'm seeing 6.5 right now. I think Virginia Tech's live, dude.
Buying into Mike Young now.
Let me tell you something. They've looked pretty good. They've won
2 in a row.
They've won 4 of 7.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those losses were. I just think they could stay within this fucking number. 6.5. Who the fuck is SMU? Stop it. Give me these Hokies. Gobble gobble. You coming?
Yeah, I told you they're going to find a way to go like 10-8 in this shit ass league, and Mike Young is going to squeeze it out of him. I think they're live here.
Double lock on these Hokies. Sprinkle 220 on the money line. It's worth it. All right. Nebraska is in Seattle. Can't think of a more boring game on the schedule than this. Well, actually, there might be one in a minute. Give me Nebraska. I think they're better. What are you doing here, Mac?
I mean, we are getting Washington off a win, but I'm going on Washington. The home court.
This game's awful. Why is this on the schedule?
I don't even want to bet this game.
Yeah, I don't have any strong conviction on it.
I'm locking.
They never
up my
play each
Huskers.
other. Yeah,
I'm locking up my
buying
Huskers.
back in.
This is a travel spot for Washington. Just played at Minnesota. Now they're heading back out to the Pacific Northwest here. And Nebraska, I mean, they already got the hard one out of the way, and we've seen a lot of teams stumble on that first leg, but a lot of them have won that second game. And you're only laying 1.5 against Washington, who just won their first game in the Big Ten in like 7 tries. They're 1-7 in Big Ten games, the last 8 games. I like the Huskers.
Bieniek talked me. I agree with Bieniek. I'll lock him to Nebraska lost 6 in a row. I think they're going to win like 5 in a row. They're an up and down team.
this is a double lock. I'm not joining you guys. Double lock on these Cornhuskers.
I'm on it.
I do have a play here.
Go Big Red.
Oh no, sorry. Wait, that's the next game. Colorado State is catching 9.5 at the Pit, where everyone gets laid at Albuquerque. I'll take the points in Colorado State. No bet. What are you doing here?
I'm locking up Colorado State. They've had a week off. New Mexico's off to Utah State when there's a lot of familiarity between Medved and Patino here. I think we get a fun game here.
Money line Mac. Oh, he's saying. Hey, rabbit, do you know how all right, and now we go to the farm for my favorite play on the board.
Oh God.
This is such a dumb game. Stanford is laying 1.5. Actually, I see 2. I see 2 now.
It's not actually.
Dude, Stanford's got to roll, dude.
Yeah.
Stanford -2. Let's go. I forgot to put Madonna's face on Colorado State. I'll do that next time. You're with me on this lock?
Yeah, man. The more and more I look at the spot, they just got drilled at SMU coming back home. I think they're gonna drill Wake. Let's go.
I'm telling you, there's the one I circled. I looked at the card.
Yep.
Double lock on Stanford. I got another lock here because the Pussy Packer in Berkeley.
Lock. Yeah.
Give me Cal minus. I am seeing this at 2.5 now. Still laying at 2.5. I like the Bay Area parlay too, but yeah, you're with me, right?
Yeah, they already beat them the first time. I think they're gonna beat them again. Let's go, Cal.
Double lock on these Bears. These games
ACC teams have been so bad that first game out west.
All of them. Michigan State loses to USC, and vice versa. Look, Stanford lost to Wake, then beat Carolina the second game. Cal lost to Wake, beat NC State the second game.
Yep, second game to Dogs, man. Yeah, I'll take NC State at Stanford on Saturday. You won't.
Maybe.
I'll definitely take Wake at Cal on Saturday.
Yeah, I like Wake at Cal a lot. Top plays. There's a lot of games. I'm going to give you 5, but I believe Wake Forest, Stanford. Stanford is, I think, one of the best plays you could do here. So that will be one of my 5. At 2. Let's go with Syracuse. Plus the points. 3. 3. I will go with the likes. I'm just going to trust the home environments here. Give me a 3 Radford. At 4. At 4, I will go with Marshall. And at 5, give me Virginia Tech. Can't say I feel as good about these as last night's. But let's roll.
Let's go.
Where you going, Mac?
I'll go Rocky Top 1. Number 2, Arkansas. Go back to my.
Oh, I do like that Arkansas play. That's that. If I had to do a 6, that'd be that.
There you go. 3, I'll throw Radford in there. I do like Radford as a short dog against High Point. Everybody will want High Point. 4, Colorado, I think, is going to beat Utah. I think Colorado's going to win their first Big 12 game tomorrow. I think they're going to knock off Utah, so I'll take the 7 there. Then 5.
7.5. I see 7.5 out there for you.
Go. Cincinnati rights the ship. They're winning at the bounce house tomorrow. But these lines are gross tomorrow, man. Woo.
I like.
Jeff Sharp is saying Noah smirks. Well, the reason why I'm smirking is because we had a 10-minute discussion prior to the show of how Colby was trying to persuade Mac and I that this slate is actually fire.
Well, here's the difference.
This slate is
from a gambling point of view, I think this slate is gross. From an excitement point of view, I'm actually very excited.
I still am not sold on that either.
Well, let me just state my case to the good folks out there. Arkansas, Texas is a game I'm excited about. Now,
that's a solid game.
Well, while I'm not interested in these ACC and Big Ten new matchups, really, to be honest, like those are all trash to me. I do like Creighton, Providence. I don't know why it goes against my entire logic of regionality, but I just think the dunk will be lit. I think it'll be a good game. Then on the mid-major front, I'm very excited about the mid-major front as far as games like the High Point Radford game, the UIC Illinois State game. I find George Mason, George Washington fun. I find those SoCon, the Chattanooga Wofford game is a blast, right? I think even Missouri, Tennessee could be sneaky good. I know that's not a mid-major, but I'm just saying. Then you add in a few other ones like Arkansas State, Marshall, Belmont, Bradley. I think it's a decent slate. I like Colorado State, New Mexico. I think it was better than what I thought when I saw it like a week ago. So, for whatever that's worth,
not much.
Those Horizon matchups are fun too.
Decent is very kind.
Notice how I didn't mention the American Bucknell game that you're super excited about.
That is a good game.
Yeah,
that's like
it's a solid game.
That's like my number 20 game to watch.
I'm excited about it because I've got positions on both of them to win the conference at really good prices. So that's the reason why I'm excited about it. Because if American wins, then they got a 3-game lead. I don't know. I didn't love this slate. I only have 3 plays. I think all of them are square.
What are you doing all episode?
So if that tells anybody anything, I think all 3 of these plays are square. Texas minus 7.5. Arkansas just dumped the Gatorade after beating Kentucky. Kentucky's defense is awful. They'll make anybody look good and score 75 plus points against them. Nebraska minus 1.5. They just beat Oregon. This is a spot where Washington is actually the team traveling west because they played in the Midwest on the weekend. So typically the team that's been traveling over multiple time zones has lost the game. Nebraska's only laying 1.5. I'll take the Cornhuskers, a team that I was very high on coming into the conference season. And then maybe the squarest one of all, Cleveland State minus 2 against Northern Kentucky. There's just it logically makes no sense. They've won 13 games in a row and they're only laying 2 against Northern Kentucky. I don't know. I'm diving into this thing.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I mean, give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. And just so you know, I think the slate is more entertaining than you think. You know what it is though, is it's got poison. I understand the logic from you because there's poison in this college basketball slate, like NC State, Cal, Wake, Stanford, SMU, Virginia Tech,
Michigan,
Oregon, Nebraska, Washington. There's like poison sprinkled throughout this, which I think is diluting your overall opinion of the slate.
And Colby pre-show, he was like, I like the regionality of a lot of these games.
Well,
I was like, the Big East ones, games. Like Creighton at Providence,
Mason,
Villanova
GW.
at DePaul,
and UIC, Illinois State. Hey, hang on here though. But he's thinking about the TMZ. You know me, I deep dive, man. I'm talking about
too. I'm just saying, I'm not like wooed over by this slate at all.
I'm just saying the regionality though, like Upstate Presbyterian, right? Mason and and GW, Chattanooga, Wofford. There's a slew of these. Greensboro, the Citadel. I mean, that's going to be a blowout, I think. But I'm just saying there is UIC, Illinois State. There is some good regionality in the mid-major ranks tomorrow, and even in the SEC. Really, Arkansas and Texas should have been playing every year for the past fucking 30 years. All right,
yeah,
and
I'm not arguing on any of those points. Just saying it doesn't do it for me. There's been much better Wednesday slates this season.
We'll see, because I'm excited to come on the show tomorrow after some fire games.
I hope you come in 10-2 as well.
Well, don't put the hex on me, buddy.
All right, I hope you come in 2-10 as well.
No, I want to go undefeated. Give Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Please hop on over to YouTube, youtube.com/The College Experience. If you can, hit that like and subscribe button. All of that stuff helps. Even if and I'll play it back. If you're only watching this on YouTube, if you can just grab the iPhone or whatever fucking device you use to make phone calls or watch porn, just hit that like and subscribe button on our profile. All right. For whatever podcast platform you have, please, if you can, it helps. Also check out the College Baseball Experience. We got the Big Ten preview scheduled for Thursday.
College baseball fantasy draft coming out this morning.
There you go. And Colby, read donations. What are we talking about?
He wants to extend the show. I already displayed it. He wants to extend it. He was in this argument with us earlier on Saturday.
There's debate on the streets of whether or not people would prefer to trust Rick Barnes or John. So he was not. He was. Oh, okay.
He was in Saturday night.
He was there.
He just wants to argue
your stack parlay for you, or your
That's right.
Devils. He was there. He just wants to extend the show.
You're gonna see a March when Tennessee smacks Duke's ass, baby.
We appreciate the $20, Rob. I'm sorry I didn't alert Colby that you donated it, but I saw it and I was like, I know exactly what he's doing here.
Good work, buddy. Good work. And I can't wait to talk shit in March. Actually, I don't want to be right.
Neither do I.
Because Duke winning means misery for me. I'm just saying it's unfair comparison. Yeah.
I need a couple of cocktails to go at John Shire. I fucking hate that guy.
Check out the College Football Experience Big 12 schedule drop today. We're going to do an episode tomorrow breaking it all down. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast for all your Super Bowl stuff. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs for all gambling related shit with CJ Sullivan. Till next time, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Mailbox 170. 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. With the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks. Largely because leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze and analytical anthem between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged, your boy stiff. So arrange the pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, and nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, and nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, and nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it.